I don't know why pastors should be arresting people who speak against them and taking them to police and all of that. if they were in my shoe, maybe they would arrest the whole of Nigeria.
Welcome, family. Dr. Abel Damina speaks about the arrest of the ex-pastor of Dunamis Church. His name is Abel Damina, who was arrested by his former pastor, who he worked under for over 10 years, Dr. Paul Enenche. And he speaks about all pastors arresting people who speak against them. In this video, we already know that he was talking about Dr. Paul Enenche and other pastors. He said, I don't know why you're arresting people. Normally, as a Christian, you will see persecution. If what you're preaching is genuine, what you do is genuine, why arresting people? So what's the essence of you arresting people? If during the time of the apostles, how many people were they? How many people did they arrest? How many? There will be persecution. So why are you arresting people? He condemns the act of how pastors arrest people. He said he had so many attacks and from even so-called pastor as well, but he never arrested any one of them. So I want you to take your time and watch this video about what he said in terms of why pastors and why they shouldn't be arresting people who talk against them. Watch the video and I'll be right back. Just watch.
That happened. The next time again, they granted me bail. I was able to look for money, got bail. As of that time, my ex-wife had left. Packed the children, had left, and we were battling divorce case. I was battling Dunamis Church case. My mother told me when she heard that, she came, elderly woman, she cried. She said, please, can you go and beg Dr. Paul Enenche or the Biki and the wife, because the wife is my sister. We come from the same place. So can you go and beg her? She should understand that maybe whatever differences can be settled. So I told my mother, no, I know these people. She said, no, I'm your mother, go. So I came. They say, come on Sunday. So after serving, everybody will just see me sit down like the normal thing I told you. I just sat down and I went to her office. She called Oguche. Oguche is Dr. Paul Enenche's stepbrother and is his CSO, like his bodyguard. So he said she can't talk with me alone. The guy should be there. And I said, she said, I heard you had issue with police. I said, ma, how do I have issue with police without somebody petitioning police? Police cannot just see me and arrest me. So I said, you people petition the police. She said, and I said, whatever it is, can we settle this amicably? There's no need. Whatever you wrote, there's no substantial evidence at all. Can we settle out of police or out of court? He said, no. Let my fate be determined by the judge. My brother, that day, I look at her. So, wow.
That was what the wife said.
I'm not joking. Let your fate be determined by the judge.
Friends, the story is a long one. If you haven't watched it before, you can search for Car Truth here on YouTube and listen to the full interview. But this is the response Dr. Damina gave when petitioned by a concerned brother. Take a listen.
I don't know why pastors should be arresting people who speak against them and taking them to police and all of that. if they were in my shoe, maybe they would arrest the whole of Nigeria. Maybe they will arrest the whole of Nigeria because people have insulted me, bullied me, including the pastors themselves. And some of them are even on video. And all I could do was just give them scriptures and answer them from the word of God. That's it, basically. In the book of Acts, I couldn't imagine the apostles of Jesus being persecuted by people and taking the people to police and taking them to prison and locking them up and, using some kind of jungle justice on some of them. I won't imagine that. Even Jesus himself, Bible says he was reviled. He reviled not, but he committed himself to he that was able to keep him from death. So I don't know why pastors want to use such measures to begin to to fight for God, and that's the wickedness of religion. Religion is always man fighting to protect God, always fighting to protect God, as if their God does not have muscles to defend himself. Let Jesus defend himself, let Jesus speak for himself, let Jesus take care of himself. And if you're a servant of God and people speak against you and attack you, keep showing them the truth. Stay with the truth and stay with it and keep pushing the truth out. Eventually, light will defeat darkness. Eventually, except you're not sure what you have is light, because eventually light will defeat darkness. I've come across a number of people who said, Dr. Damina, I used to hate you. Dr. Damina, I didn't like you. I'm among those who persecuted you. I'm among those who insulted and abused you. But now I have seen the light. In fact, I was preaching for Pastor Ifeanyi Intercontinental not long ago, and in his church, somebody came in and said, I didn't like you at all. But now my eyes are open and I must openly apologize to you in the service. So let's do what we need to do. Push the gospel out. There's nothing you can ever do to stop persecution. Nothing. Persecution goes with the gospel. Persecution is part of the gospel. Jesus said, happy are ye when men shall revile you and say all manner of evil against you for my sake. Happy are ye. Men of God should face what is essential. Preach the gospel, push the light out there, and stay with the truth of the gospel. Eventually, the word will grow mightily and prevail. But we'll reach out and see what can be done.
I don't know. What do you, Global Baba, think is responsible for the, if you like, the unpastor-likeness of some pastors in the Nigerian church? They are pastors, but they don't carry themselves like that. They don't even do like Christ. Just as you said, they use police or the courts to pursue people and all sorts of things. Why are they like that?
Well, I think some pastors, the reason why they are like that is simply because they don't believe in what they are preaching. Because if you believe in what you're preaching, why will you arrest people? Why will you carry people just because they laughed at you or they said some things against your messages or against you? I mean, if you believe in what you're preaching, you stay with the truth. Eventually, truth will swallow lies, truth will swallow falsehood, and truth will eventually overcome the pressures that the wicked brings on people. So it just has to do with whether they believe in what they are preaching or not.
Yeah, I'm also now wondering, Global Baba, would the end ever come with the church, with the Christian church, in Christendom? Would things ever normalize? Would things ever be as they should be, or as they should be in El Dorado? I know there's no perfect system. We all pursue perfection, but we're never going to get there. But do we think that a time will come, for instance, in this country, in these states, where pastors will truly reflect the character of Christ?
Oh yeah, as we keep teaching, it's not pastors alone. Believers will come to that place. The Bible says till we all come into that image, the full picture of Christ. We will come there eventually, as we keep proclaiming the truth of the gospel in and out of season.
Now, do not miss the fact that Dr. Damina is not saying he is going to fight.
Welcome back. I remember when I was arrested 2017 by a church. The one that they have chosen, that's their name. I'll twist it. You know it. The one that they have, you can Google it online now. Lord choosing, I will not even hide it. They're mad. You can check it online, Lord choosing. Even when the police said they are from Panti, the inspector, her name is Inspector Pat, that Commissioner of Police of Lagos wants to see me. I was shocked because I was thinking, oh, maybe it's from the government, or people just decide to say things I didn't do, and I never knew it was from church. I was surprised that church people could arrest me for just saying what, not insulting, not fighting you, just correcting the wrong. This is the same thing these people are doing. I remember two set of people, allegedly, Suleiman and Jeremiah, allegedly paid money to police to come and look for us in Lagos. I laugh. They came to Lagos, they played the voice note for us. We saw everything. They were looking for us. That was why they were able to take Nigeria's craziest YouTube channel. And that was why you didn't see us do anything. These people, they are always hunting for people to take down. They are always hunting for those who talk about them. They will just want to make sure they put them behind the bars so that they won't be able to speak again. They just want to make sure they use that their power and their influence to suppress them, because they hate the truth. That's just the thing. Why are you arresting people when if you know what you do is right? I said it, I'll say repeat again. There's nothing human being will do to me in my life that will arrest the person. I said that, I'll repeat it again. I don't know what any human will do to me. I'd rather let it go. So if you are acting a bit like you are representing Christ, why are you not showing that act of Christ? Why is it hard for you to show that character of Christ in you? Even the people that arrested Jesus, even the people that beat him, even the people that eat him, they do so many things, they insulted him. At the end of the day, he still said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Can you so-called mother, you climb on the pulpit and start kabashing, you start prophesying, you start speaking in tongues, and you arrested people, put them behind bars. Big shame on all of you. Big shame on any pastor who go and arrest people. Big shame on you. Big shame. Like Gege used to say, I spit on your face. Big shame on you. Big shame. You are not representing Christ. You are just doing your business. That's who you are. Any man that arrests any pastor, any pastor, let me say, any pastor that deem it fit to arrest anybody who speak against them, that person is not a man of God. He's never from Christ. He's never serving Christ. He's a businessman and a con artist and a charlatan, original charlatan. That's who you are. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment whatever you think in your mind. Drop it in the comment section. Let's interact. And I'll ask again. Dr. Abel Damina, did he say the right thing? Drop it in the comment section. Let's interact. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share. God bless.